ring, he's the Trickster Sting, a former UK wrestling champion. It is Alec Michaels!
With Storm Dennis outside battering the United Kingdom, inside the UKW roster are here to persevere. Tonight isn't just about championships, it's not just about settling scores. Tonight is about pride and glory. Hello everybody, I'm Simon Musk, live at ringside with Lawrence Breeze. We are ready to kick things off here at Pride and Glory with what promises to be a high-octane, high-flying encounter as we see the entrance of former UKW champion, Alec Michaels.
Hi Michaels, former one half of the Tricksters. Wonder how he feels that he is the former heavyweight champion himself, with his former tag team partner, the Jester Jira, finds himself in that main event slot tonight against Jonathan Sedgwick for that heavyweight championship.
His challenger tonight, he's a former tag team champion, a former UK Wrestling Academy champion. It is Leon Slater!
Alex Michaels going it alone here tonight at Pride and Glory against one of the most exciting, one of the most promising young athletes, not only in UKW but in the entirety of British wrestling, Leon Slater.
Leon Slater coming off a rough break of his tag team of his own. Former partner Jet Marshall decided that he was going to go things his own way. Left Leon in a bit of limbo, but we'll see if he can start picking up the momentum here in this match.
Big opportunity for Leon Slater to make his mark in the singles division here at UKW. Picking up a win over a former UKW champion certainly would do just that.
Young man full of energy.
I've seen Leon Slater in some exceptional matches in the last 12 months here in British wrestling. A young man that has set the world on fire.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall.
Our official here checking that both competitors are ready. Bell sounds and we are underway for our opening contest here at Pride and Glory.
Both men fan favourites starting out with show sportsmanship.
Absolutely. Short respect here between these two young gentlemen, and a corner tap and a very quick arm drag by the veteran Alex Michaels. Michaels has been involved in the sport of professional wrestling for a considerably longer time than Leon Slater. Slater's still very, very new into his career here.
That's the wiliness there of Alec Michaels backing into the ropes. He'll be the one to instigate most of the action.
Absolutely. Waistlock, big waistlock takedown by Michaels. And very early into this contest, Slater finds himself on the back foot.
Michaels there signaling maybe took a finger to the eye or something there. Don't think there's any sort of intent in that, but
absolutely no malice in this contest whatsoever. What we're going to see here is an exhibition of two professional athletes showing nothing but respect to each other as Leon Slater takes the wrist. Working on that left arm now. The Trickster of Speed looking for an escape. Uses the ropes to his advantage, lands on his feet, spins with a wrist of his own. Nicely done by the former champion. Beautiful counter. Michaels sweeps him down to his feet very early.
Just a veteran move there rather than falling for all the tricks of Leon Slater.
Absolutely.
Takes the legs.
Escapes. Over the drop down. Michaels with a leapfrog. Slater underneath. Drop toe hold, almost trying a leg sweep by Michaels there. Goes to pull him up, gets caught with a nice arm drag though. Beautifully done by Slater. Tilt-a-whirl, flying head scissors, but instead just decides to deposit Slater out of the ring. Slightly surprising tactic there, wouldn't you say, Lawrence?
Definitely, but I'm more surprised at this pro-Alec Michaels crowd. The crowd normally have a lot of energy for somebody like Leon Slater, but here in this match, the fans seem to be more behind Michaels. It's interesting.
Leon Slater, still very young man, needs to not let the tempestuous of the youth get into his head. Resortes over Michaels, nicely done. Baseball slide through the legs, shoots him off the ropes. Leapfrog by Slater, rolls back. Michaels puts the brakes on, steps up, side headlock, takedown. Nice athleticism by Alec Michaels. Leon Slater has found himself in trouble very early on here.
That's the beauty of watching Michaels in the ring. Just couldn't pull offense from absolutely anywhere.
Great ring positioning by the veteran Michaels. He's got Slater in that headlock right this side of the ring. Slater, though, curses the commentator, immediately escapes. Makes his reply by the young man. Michaels nipped up, tried to attack. Both men now just firing each other off. Another side headlock takedown, and Leon Slater finds himself back where he started.
In the crowd, really surprising that how far behind Michaels they are in this contest.
Alec Michaels has been with UKW for a very, very long time. It may be a case of just familiarity from the audience. And right now, Alec Michaels is firmly in control. Slater is going to have to work to get back off the ground. The referee needs to watch Slater's shoulders down there on the floor.
Just about to say that. It looks Leon's shoulders definitely were on the mat there for a few seconds.
Well, interesting tactic there from Michaels. You saw Slater try to shoot him off out the headlock. Michaels actually used the hair, I believe, to maintain grip on the hold. Referee needed to be a little bit quick with admonishing there, I think.
But again, you'd see that from anybody that's not Michaels. The crowd would react to fairly negatively, but Michaels in the ascendancy, and the crowd are actually happy for that.
Back suplex attempt, no. Once again, Michaels holds on. You see the tenaciousness of Michaels to maintain the hold. Leon Slater finally breaking that headlock, just unceremoniously depositing Michaels all the way to the arena floor.
Very rarely are you going to see Leon outpaced by somebody. But Alec Michaels, the tricks for speed, might just have his number.
Slater with that penalty kick running down the apron. Slater looking to fly off the second rope. Big high cross body plancha. Slater needs to get Michaels back in the ring, however. This is the biggest advantage he's had so far in this match. He needs to maintain this momentum.
The crowd starting to come alive for the action. Watching Leon Blade fly around the ring.
Springboard, triangle springboard into the high cross body. Referee slightly out of position. Only good for two. The closest call that Slater so far has managed to catch on Michaels.
Be interesting to see if Slater switches his game plan up for such a young person that is as quick as he is. Also has a lot of power in that body.
Big running drop kick into the backbreaker, into the back press, and again only good for two. Leon Slater, after being grounded for the early going in this match, has done a tremendous job in turning this around. And the match is very much on the side of Slater right now.
Loving blow to the back. Take away the back, take away.
Standing splash into the small of the back, not something we see very often. And he gets two again.
The more Leon works on Michael's back, prevents him from standing.
It's absolutely one way to slow down the trickster of speed. Leon Slater as well, after every offensive maneuver he's delivering, he's going for a cover. Smart wrestling by Slater. Right hand, catching Michaels on the back of the neck. Michaels, however, big release Northern Light suplex. Smattering of boos there for Michaels. Michaels comes charging. Rising knee strike, catching Slater on the butt of the jaw. Northern Light suplex again, this time with the bridge, and hooking both legs. Only good for two.
Smart there from Michaels. Hooking legs, preventing the momentum to kick out.
Those veteran instincts of Michaels showing through there. Very back and forth this contest, and very back and forth this crowd as well. See Michaels going after Slater. Slater with a capoeira kick, catching Michaels on the crown of the skull. Comes charging. He's nothing but a knee to the midsection though. Slight show of disrespect there from Michaels. Michaels takes the ropes. Slater ghosts him. Another kitchen sink. This time turning Slater almost inside out. Michaels looking to gut wrench him up here. Looking for a gut wrench suplex.
Just to point out, I mentioned a moment ago about Slater's power. Michaels there deadlifting Slater.
The momentum of this match back and forth from the opening bell.
Momentum back and forth, but so this crowd seemingly turning on Alec Michaels.
We saw Michaels there with a nothing more than a volley to the ribs of a prone Slater, and then just a right hand to the face. Brings him out the corner, takes him up and over, vertical suplex, floats over into a pin again, referee slightly out of position. Slater able to kick out at 2. Michaels that time not opting to hook the leg.
Perhaps that cost Michael. We've seen him hook the leg several times in this match so far, which we've called upon, said how it's a smart manoeuvre.
Michaels now, see that, just disrespectfully grating the boots across the head. Michaels needs to not allow it to get into his own head, but he can't seem to put Slater away so far. Michaels now back's taking a little bit too much time to jaw the crowd as well.
Yeah, I think he's realised that the crowd's no longer on his side, and he's deciding that we'll fight 2 battles tonight.
Maybe he gets caught, drop kicked on the top rope, and a unceremonious landing midsection first across the top strand. Slater now up to the second rope. Alex Michaels in a precarious position and fights back with that knife-edge chop. Now it's Slater who finds himself maybe in the wrong side of town. Handstand, looking to Hurricane Rana off the second. Wonderful athleticism from Slater though, able to flip out onto his feet. Diving European uppercut, fires Michaels back to the corner.
Really, Michaels can actually believe what's just happened there.
Running Yakuza kick, catches Michaels, not sure how much we got, but Slater off the ropes with momentum. Baseball slides through, trips Michaels. On the apron now, Slater take off the ropes, not quite sure what he's looking for. Gets caught with a right hand though, perhaps Slater telegraphed that tope a little bit too much, allowing Michaels to turn it around. Sunset flip by Michaels, Slater rolls through though, however, goes to stack him, brings him up to his feet, takes him up, not quite sure he's looking, he's got in a very, very dangerous position there as Slater takes him, Tiger Bomb takes him down, 1, 2, and no! You saw there Lawrence Michaels using the right leg to fire it across the skull of Slater on that kick out.
Amazing that Michaels managed to kick out. That's the same manoeuvre that Leon Slater used to win the Academy Championship. Referee now operating a standing 10 count. Slater to his feet first.
Michaels attempting to recover from that huge Liger bomb.
This crowd now firmly in the corner of Leon Slater.
Slater comes charging. Michaels gets the boot up, takes him down. Nice lifter by Michaels up to the second rope. Leon Slater very prone. Lifts off the rope. Powerbomb of his own. Indeed, looks like Michaels is going to go for a submission. He's got his single leg Boston Crab right in the middle of the ring. Right dead center in the middle of the ring.
Leon Slater, the crowd chanting for a tap. Sorry to cut you off there, Simon. But other members of the crowd firmly behind Leon trying to get to the ropes.
Leon Slater opting to pull himself through to the outside. Not quite sure if it was out of desperation or out of intelligence, but Leon Slater has found his way to the floor.
You can see the pain in Leon's face there. I think getting out of the ring was always his goal. Break the hold, but also cause that separation. But Michaels out here following.
Slater is down here in front of us on this rampway. You see Leon Slater is favouring that left leg and now the jaw after that vicious knee strike from Michaels.
The look on Michaels' face, I can see it here in the monitor, definitely changed. It's no longer a smile like it was when he first came out.
Absolutely a big attitude change throughout the course of this match from Michaels. Might be taking a little bit too much time to capitalise on an injured Slater though. As he steps in the ring, he gets caught with the uppercut.
I think it was a headbutt.
Slater now, perhaps looking to finish him off. Takes off the ropes. Big head of steam from Leon Slater. But he gets caught, gets toward the backslide. Shoulders are down. And that's it. That's three.
Alec Michaels.
Definitely a suspicious finish to that match. Looks very much like Leon Slater kicked out, but the referee calling for the bell.
Absolutely. That very well could be a very controversial finish there. Leon Slater looking to get a huge head of steam, left himself prone to that backslide from the veteran, but it looked to me, Lawrence, like one of Leon Slater's shoulders were up. Be that as it may, your winner here tonight at Pride and Glory is the trickster of speed, Alec Michaels.
Also, there's no sort of show of respect from Alec Michaels after the match. We saw the pre-match handshake, but nothing post-match. Perhaps a new full change of attitude for Alec Michaels has been seen here in this match.
A very impressive display by Leon Slater, unfortunately caught unaware. Veteran maneuver by Alex Michaels ultimately led to the downfall of Leon Slater in an opening contest.
First, into the ring, he's a former tag team champion. He's also the former hardcore champion. It is Henry Winter.
Got a lot to cover in this match. Henry Winter representing the collective here. We just heard from the announcer, former UK Wrestling Hardcore champion, former tag team champion. No Cayman Carlisle tonight, banned from the building. But Henry Winter is going to get in the ring with somebody that's never had a wrestling match before, not one-on-one anyway. The debuting JPR. Be interesting to see what JPR can bring against talent such as Henry Winter.
There stands a very large, very formidable man, Henry Winter. A huge force of destruction here in UKW. A sizable task for his debuting opponent.
The slow, methodical entrance from Henry Winter, taking his time.
Winter is not here to make friends. Winter is here to beat people up, to get paid and to go home. Henry Winter is going to attempt to make short work of the debuting JPR here tonight at Pride and Glory.
This is Henry Winter's first match though of 2020. Here at UKW at least. He's got a bit of an issue with UK wrestling management, so that could, I guess, atone to why Cayman Carlisle has been banned
Please
here.
welcome to the ring his opponent tonight, all the way from Victoria, the Seychelles. It is
JPR making his professional wrestling debut, as you alluded to, Lawrence, at least in singles competition. The man who has been in the odd battle royal, he's been in the odd over the top rope rumble, he's never had a one-on-one match, but what a task he has up against him here tonight.
Something to mention as well. I've known Henry Winter a long time. I think I've only ever seen him being pinned once. JPR's got a huge task ahead of him.
JPR, a product of the NGW training school up in Hull, looking to make a big statement in his UKW debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall.
Henry Winter looks extremely confident as he stares across the ring at his opponent. Henry Winter, cool, calm and collected. You have to think, Lawrence, that the nerves must be going through the stomach, the butterflies must be in the stomach of JPR in his very first match.
There you go. Henry Winter there pulling on the bandana to get that additional leverage.
Referee needs to cause a break here in the corner. There you see, it's almost as if Winter doesn't even regard JPR as a threat here.
Yeah, he sort of faked that slap there, didn't he, but didn't follow through.
There is an awful lot of beef in the ring right now. Collar elbow type again a second time.
And again, I can see on my monitor here, the Winter again pulling the bandana back. Oh, there we go.
This time Winter with the slap to the face.
Also, I don't know if you'd see that he rearranged the bandana across the eyes and then the slap across the face. JPR never saw that coming.
It's a very disrespectful start to this match from Henry Winter. Henry Winter perhaps thinking that JPR needs to earn his respect. You saw there, just ducked behind and slapped him in the ear. Once again, it just appears that Winter isn't taking JPR seriously, not taking him as a threat.
Big clothesline there.
Does nothing but stagger Winter though. You saw Winter not going down. Running shoulder tackle once again. Winter remains on his feet. JPR's going to have to work very hard to take Winter down.
I think that first clothesline though.
I think he caught him across the face.
Yeah,
he might caught him in the nose.
Staggering more of a haymaker than anything else.
JPR, big head of steam. High cross body, and he takes Winter down. The referee slow to get down, and that may have cost JPR 2 count only.
The bandana came a-flying there.
JPR, of course, so inexperienced, needs to capitalise on the fact that he's taken Winter off his feet, but he's very, very slow to do so. The inexperience showing through here of JPR. Well, you notice that Winter is favouring that nose. I think he might be right here. I think he might have caught Winter right in the nose, off the ropes, ducks under a clothesline. Winter though, Winter bailing out of the ring. Winter retreats.
Don't want any of that.
You see Winter repeatedly checking that nose for blood. He's had a word with the referee. We may be looking at a broken nose here.
Possibly so. The opening move of this contest was that haymaker. I think it looked supposed to be a clothesline, but
of course, an injury to the nose like that can result in a lack of vision. It can result in tears streaming to the eyes. I can't quite see any blood from our vantage point, but Winter certainly looks to be suffering right now. He certainly has stopped the momentum of JPR here. Winter back up on the apron, albeit very, very slowly. He's admonishing, we're trying to get the referee to force JPR back away.
Checking from this monitor, Winter telling the referee to back JPR up. Doesn't look like there's any blood, as we said, but...
Well, regardless of the potential injury to Winter, this is admittedly a very smart move. JPR had him off his feet, he had him down, and Winter retreated, and this has stopped all the momentum that JPR had as Winter using the top rope to hotshot JPR and perhaps turn the tide back in his favour.
I was just thinking there, does it look like Henry Winter was playing possum, but he did check the nose, so perhaps not, but that was the separation that was needed, and now Winter's in control.
Right now, Winter has JPR in the corner. JPR is down. Winter a little bit slow to follow up on this turnaround again, perhaps down to a potential injury he's covered. He's got his feet across the across the throat, but JPR needs to be very wary of the referee's count. Go all the way to 4 there.
Hey, Winter's been doing it long enough now that he understands the rules.
And he knows how to break them.
Yeah, exactly. Took everything he could out of that count.
Now working on the leg of JPR, topping him back down to the floor. Use the middle rope. You hear from our vantage point the referee admonishing Winter. He's going to take that count all the way to its maximum length without getting disqualified.
I think Winter was asking the referee to tell JPR if he wants to continue, but then told the referee to shut up. Just no regard for the rules at all.
Short right hand to the midsection, clubbing blow across the back, and you saw there just throwing JPR out of the corner like nothing more like a bag of garbage.
I think Winter's got the feeling back in his nose, though. I was going to say seemingly stopped caring about JPR to call out the fans here, but
JPR trying to mount a comeback there. Winter very, very quick to
raking the eyes across the top rope, sorry.
Winter knows every shortcut in the book, and as evidence, not afraid to use it as he lights up the chest of JPR with that knife-edge chop. You're never going to see a fast-paced outing from Henry Winter. This match is always going to be a lot different to our opening contest. Winter doesn't need to go 100 miles an hour though to prove his point. Everything he's doing is methodical. Everything he's doing has a purpose. It might be slow, but it's effective.
When you're the size of a bush, you don't need to go slow. Everything that he does hurts.
Winter now looking to mount a head of steam against JPR. Comes charging. JPR moves out the corner though. Winter perhaps telegraphed that a little bit too much.
The upper
hand chop, and now JPR is clubbing Winter down to the floor.
Two big bulls, maybe looking for the red room DDT here.
Got him hooked up for it.
Low blow, that looked like a definite low blow from our monies.
Well, I'm not quite sure how the referee missed that, but I think you're right, Lawrence. I think Henry Winter fired off a rather blatant low blow. He's got him down for a cover in the middle of the ring, and rather impressively, JPR kicks out.
Going for a cover again.
That's a lot of weight to kick out from as well. I'm not quite sure where the referee was looking when he missed that DDT, however. Massively out of position.
I think what was happening, Henry Winter was reaching for the rope, so the referee was making sure there was no contact. So while the referee was out of position for the actual, what was going on in the ring, Henry Winter just knowing where the referee is, taking that advantage.
JPR double clothesline, and both men are down. It'll become nothing more now than a war of attrition. Who can get to their feet first out of these two heavy hitters?
Like a bus and a truck colliding with one another.
The referee issuing the standing 10 count. Both men have taken an awful lot of offense in this match. Both men's energy must be sapped. It looks like JPR has made it to his feet first, however.
Looking like he might be setting up for that spear that we've seen, that I've seen him using in other promotions in these rumbles and things.
Catches him in the middle of the ring with a spear. This is the best chance that JPR has, and it's only two. Very, very close. Winter just, and I mean only just, able to fire that shoulder out, and Winter is rolling to the floor for nothing more than retreat. Nothing more than salvation.
It goes to show JPR's sort of inexperience, shall we say, in singles contest. Hit the spear, he didn't go for a full cover, he didn't hook the leg, he just put as much body on body as he could.
Absolutely, JPR doing nothing more than really just draping his body across the prone carcass of Winter. Winter, who is still on the floor here, the referee's going to have to issue a count. The referee has started counting, and Henry Winter is still down here. You see here from our monitor, from our vantage point, Winter is understandably so nursing those ribs. The referee up to 5, I believe, halfway through his 10 count. Winter is still down, and he only has a matter of seconds. The referee up to 7 to get back in the ring. Referee is up to 8.
Winter slowly.
Winter's going to have to pull himself up. He's going to break this count. That's the 10 count. That's it.
JPR might have not got the win on the spear by pinfall, but definitely gets that win. Regardless, effectively.
Well, it's probably not the way that JPR wanted to win his first match. Didn't get a pinfall or a submission victory in the middle of the ring, but the damage that that spear must have caused to the midsection of Winter, who was already nursing an injury suffered earlier on in the match. And to me, it looked like Winter decided that he'd had enough, and he didn't. There wasn't a huge amount of effort to roll back in the ring. That's all I'll say. Oh wait a minute! There is now Winter from behind. Winter jumping JPR from behind. Absolutely unnecessary display of cowardice from Winter.
Looking for the hard truth we saw him use this against Billy O'Keefe for restoration.
Just that running forearm to the back of the neck of JPR. This is completely unnecessary. If Winter wanted to continue the match. He had ample opportunity to roll back in the ring. He opted not to stay on the outside, lose by count out, and instead opting to get his revenge by just viciously jumping JPR from behind after the bell.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Simon, when you said that he could have probably got in the ring and just opted not to. I think I've had enough of being here.
Well, JPR is your winner here. Right now, he doesn't look like much of one, but he'll go down in the record books, Lawrence, as JPR winning in his first ever match here in UKW. It might have been a count-out victory, but they all count.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for our next winner, JPR.
Impressive showing as well from JPR. He went blow for blow with Henry Winter, who we know likes that style. We've not seen JPR here before, so obviously proving that he can hang with one of the biggest that UK wrestling has to offer with Henry Winter.